Wilson Morales from Black Screen TV. How's it going, Harold?
It's going really well, Wilson. How are you, sir? It's nice to
Good,
meet
good.
you for the
You
first
know,
time. What's going on? What's happening, Wilson?
hey, you know what? To go season three is lasting power. So, three is a hard season to get to. You
Yes,
know,
it is. These days, it
you
really
know,
is, right?
it's that shows commitment. That shows there's a fan base there. So now that we're here, Boyd is always in some sort of mystery. What are we getting this season?
Well, this season, I think that the town is picking on Boyd. I think the town is bullying him. Like that's what it feels like.
He's the mayor and the sheriff. What's not to love?
All together, and they're just trying to bully him, but like he's not going to be bullied. He's not going to let them break him, and they keep trying. And I think that this year you'll see a lot of that happening. I think that they're trying to break him, to disgrace him, to discredit him, to like hurt his feelings at any point that they can. And in the process, what they're really doing is hurting the audience's feelings. Because man, it's rough to watch season three. It's hard. It's heartbreaking and scary, and it's hard.
But the good thing about it is that we know that you're the lead, so you're not going anywhere. You say so they could do whatever you want. He ain't leaving.
Well,
He's
that's
leaving.
that's the thing I think is really, really cool about the show. We've talked about it since the beginning. There's no safety. So, and I
Yes,
think
sir.
that that's really
Yes, sir.
that's a really
This
cool.
ain't Game of Thrones where he go out in the first season like, what happened?
But
No.
yeah, like I've been here for three, so that's cool. But that's no guarantee. So, but I'm really excited for the time that I have been here. So that's been
Yeah.
really.
But what makes Boyd, to have the strength that he has to take on these challenges,
I think it's
to have the strength.
I think it's his military background. I think that he's a military man, that he married a woman, that, I think those things, you go into the military at such a young age, and you is from my understanding. And you develop these really formative ways of believing in yourself and believing in the world and believing in what your powers are. And now at his retirement, after he's done this around the world, he finds himself in a place that he can't even begin to understand. But he has a belief that he can do it. And even through the tragedy of losing his wife at his own hands, he still believes that he can. Like whenever I think about that, if you had to do something to someone you loved and still function, like that's a strong dude. You know what I mean? Like that's a man, like you really are gonna have to slay him to get him to stop. And so that's what I think about Boyd.
From Oz to Romeo to Best Man,
Right.
to Claus to now this show. You've had a lasting power on film, big and small. What is the ingredient for actors who want to see, who look at your background and says, okay, I want to have the type of career he's having because he doesn't have to be lead, but he gets prominent roles.
Right. Look, like, well, somebody was asking me something about it earlier about picking roles, and for me, like, listen, man, well, you know that I love to act. I love to act. And so when I'm picking anything, or if I get the chance to pick, I'm looking for a chance to act. I'm not looking for a chance to be cool or look pretty or do whatever. If those things are part of it, then that's cool. What I'm looking for is a chance to like bring the all the work that I've done as an artist, all the things that I believe in that this medium can do, and I try to bring as much of my humanity to all of those roles that I can. And for me, that's been the key ingredient when I've really gone after something or really really worked hard on something. How do I bring the how to really bring their humanity across? You know what I mean?
Before I let you go, I don't know when I'll see you next, but we're coming up on Best Man 25.
Hmm.
25 years. I see that
Yeah,
you guys have now started a bourbon, Sable Bourbon.
that's
Where can we
exactly
get
right.
one? How did it come about?
So yes, you can go to sablebourbon.com, and today we launched this very day. So you can go there and buy a bottle or two bottles. A couple of years ago, I met a company who bespoken, and they have a really interesting way of curating spirits. And I talked to Malcolm and Tay and Mars, and I said, we drink brown liquor in the show. What do you guys think about like us actually going into producing them? And I had them meet the company, and the company met us, and we all just agreed that it was the right thing to do because it's 25 years of us all being together. That kind of friendship, brotherhood, that kind of love. We wanted to bring that into just in case Malcolm never writes another one, we wanted to have something that commemorates that kind of spirit. And so Sable Bourbon is one of those things. And I can't wait till everybody tries it and raise the glass. And yeah, in 25 years, we toast to longevity and friendship and love of craft and all of it. So yeah,
Hey, congratulations on this series. Keep it going.
thank you.
Stick around, stay alive, don't die. Obviously, congratulations on Best Man 25. People are waiting to see. And listen, they can never get tired of this character, that you
Right,
played on TV and then obviously in the franchise, So
right.
whatever you do, you have a fan base, including myself. So we'll talk down the road on your next projects.
All right, Wilson. Thanks, man. I
Take
appreciate it.
care.
Thanks, brother. Bye.